Just a year after Locke's two treatises on government appeared, he published a book called An Essay Concerning Human Understanding. Today, Locke's treatises on government are far more famous and much more often read. But in Locke's own time, his essay on understanding was just as, if not more important and influential, and would make Locke a figure of enormous significance for the subsequent generations of Enlightenment thinkers. The essay on human understanding is, just as Thomas Hobbes' entire philosophy, a systematic turning away from an ancient tradition of thought. His essay concerning human understanding marks a new kind of way of thinking about knowledge itself. Locke is an empiricist. He believes that humans can only have knowledge through their senses, through their experiences. This is empiricism. And in fact, his essay concerning human understanding makes the famous claim that the human mind is a tabula rasa, is a blank slate, upon which is written all of the evidence of its experiences, its sensory perceptions of the world. Locke's essay is a great attack upon innate ideas. This is the most fundamentally important thing about the essay. It's an attack on innate ideas. The idea that the brain is preloaded with certain concepts, or that the brain can access certain kinds of truths by the very nature of its architecture. Locke has the radical idea that, in fact, human mind doesn't have a certain kind of inbuilt, natural end towards certain kinds of ideas. And so Locke's empiricism is a new way of thinking about how humans can have knowledge through their senses, and what that knowledge is. And it's no accident that Locke is a contemporary of Isaac Newton, the central figure in the scientific revolution, the discoverer of classical mechanics, the discoverer that events have efficient causes. Newton's mechanics, Newton's understanding of physics, understanding of nature, is itself a fundamental turn away from Aristotle, from Aristotle's view of nature, a view of nature that sees entities with natural purposes and argues that things have a final cause towards which they tend. Classical mechanics places all the emphasis on efficient causes, on the chain of cause and effect of forces that operate in the world. And Newton's idea of physics separates the scientific revolution from Aristotle's view of nature, and Locke's view of knowledge separates the scientific revolution from an ancient view of how humans come to know things. And so Locke's view of what the human being is and how the human mind operates further establishes a new Enlightenment view of the human mind.